Hare Krishna Nishita, Hare Krishna Niyati, Hare Krishna Shweta Mataji. If you are listening, she listens to all these recordings. So I just address her whether she's here or not. I address her. Yeah. So yeah, let's start our prayers. Ishvara Parama Krishna,
Ishvara Parama Krishna,
Sachid Ananda Vigraha,
Sachitananda Vigraha,
Anadir Adir Govinda,
Anadiradir Govinda,
Sarvakarana Karanam.
Sarvakarana Karanam.
Let's try. Not putting on you on spot, but let's try the meanings. What is first line Ishvara Paramakrishna mean? Ishvara means what? Yeah, supreme. Yeah, Krishna is the supreme lord. Ishvara means controller. Parama means supreme. He is the supreme controller or supreme lord or supreme personality of the Godhead. Okay? Sat, Chit, Ananda. Every line has something very important. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Vigraha. Sachidananda Vigraha. We talked about these three words, which are Krishna's nature and which are our nature also. Qualitatively very less, but quantitatively very less, but qualitatively we are Sat, we are Chit, we are Ananda. The soul's nature is Sachidananda. It is said that he is the Vigraha of this Sachidananda. Niyati, Sat ante enti, Chit ante enti, Ananda ante enti. Ananda you should know. It's not hard. ఆనందంగా ఉండండి అంటారు కదా. ఆనందం అంటే ఏంటి? హ్యాపీనెస్. యా. సత్ అంటే ఏంటి? సత్ అంటే ఏంటి? సత్యం అంటే ఏంటి?
The truth.
Truth is eternal, right? Truth is eternal. Truth doesn't change. Truth never changes. Truth is always truth. Facts. Sun rises in the east is a truth. It won't change. One day sun doesn't rise in the west. It will rise in the east only. So like that. Sat means eternality. Chit means knowledge. So Krishna is the embodiment of eternality, knowledge and bliss. Okay? Anadir, Adir, Govinda. Anadir means he is the most primeval Lord. There is nothing before him. And he is known as Govinda. We understood the meaning of Govinda in two ways. Go means cows, go means senses. Govinda means one who is the maintainer of the cows or caretaker of the cows, and one who is the controller of the senses. Unless you give the permission, Krishna won't. Permission in the sense free will permission that, okay, Krishna, you can be the controller of my senses, like Arjuna did it. I'm bewildered, I'm completely confused, now you take care. So like that, if you give, then he will get controller of the senses. And last one is Sarva Karana Karanam. Karana, cause, right? Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the cause of all causes. Very important prayer. You have to memorize the prayer and you have to memorize the meaning of the prayer also. Because this prayer's understanding will help us put the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita into our life. The other all meanings will change. President is the designation, and in that post, every 5 years, every 6 years, every 10 years, depending on each and every country, the person will change, right? But here it's not like that. So these facts have to be understood. They are eternal facts that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of the Godhead. Krishna is the cause of all causes. This 1/4 line is enough to have faith in Krishna. He is the cause of all causes. Everything that is happening is because of Krishna, and he is the reason for everything. He is the cause for everything. He is the source of all sources. If rain is coming, it's because of him. If sun is coming, because of him. If we are able to eat, it's because of him. If we are not able to eat, it's because of him. There is an arrangement. Perfect arrangement. Okay, let's go to the 18th chapter. There are some beautiful pages, kids, in between the Bhagavad Gita. After 428 till 429 starts, there are some pages like 1, 2, whatever, I forgot number, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 pages in between. Picture depictions. These are important. You can see them and then you can study them. In the bottom, what is it being given, and the page number is also given where you can jump and read that particular important subject matters of Bhagavad Gita, concepts of Bhagavad Gita. 428, the writing of subject matter takes a pause. Next 429 starts after this 9 pages of picture depiction. It's very important. So in future also, whenever you want to refer to Bhagavad Gita, anything important subject matters, jump into those picture images which has a description down, and from there you can go into those pages and try to study about those subject matters. It's important. Okay, let's come back to our 18th chapter, conclusion, perfection of renunciation, and it starts with Arjuna's inquiry. Arjuna asks Krishna that what is real renunciation, what is real sannyasa. I need to know what is the sannyasa, and Krishna starts explaining what is sannyasa. And the second verse itself, immediately Krishna doesn't take much time to entertain Arjuna anymore, because war has to start, right? So he says that the giving up of activities that are based on the material desire is called sannyasa. Giving up of the activities that are based on the material side, or that are based on material desires, is called sannyasa. That's real renunciation. Detachment, attachment to Krishna and detachment to non-Krishna conscious things, like that. Okay, we were discussing about 3 things, right? You were making notes, Nishita, right? 3 things. And what were the 2 things we discussed, and what is the 3rd thing we have to discuss? Actions, we did it. Now we have to do the duty, I think. First 2, what did we do the 2? One is the action, what we did, and knowledge, right? Knowledge, yeah. We did. Yeah, knowledge we did, action we did. Action, now we have to do the duty. So in the mode of goodness, what is the duty? Because here Krishna is not asking to give up the duty. Krishna is acting, be detached from the duty or the result of the duty. The action of killing or violence is needed in the battlefield. Without considering the results of that action, Krishna wants Arjuna to proceed. So now he is saying, in regards to duty, how these people in different modes will act. Okay, one performs his duty, one who performs his duty without the association of the 3 modes of material nature, without false ego, without great determination, and without enthusiasm, and without, I mean, there should be enthusiasm in the work, but not enthusiasm towards the result of the work. Got it? Oh, I want to get it, I'm trying. Where is Krishna? Is there? Everything is I am. Without wavering in success or failure. We have been hearing this all over Bhagavad Gita, that the results of any action should not disturb you, either it is success or failure. Such kind of person is told to be in mode of goodness. Material modes are always considered to be the one which drag you away from your eternal consciousness. So you have to endeavor towards spiritual consciousness. Conscious endeavor has to be made to go towards spiritual consciousness. Without association of the modes of material nature, without false ego, without determination, it looks very dry, right? Very dry. But when you do like that, that means you are not attached to the duty. You have all those things, but not in terms of attachment to either activity or the result of the activity. If you read more, if we go further, if you talk about passion, you will understand more of goodness, or else you will get a wrong understanding. The worker or the person who is acting, who is attached to the work, there it said not attached to the work, right? Who is attached to the work, who is attached to the fruits of work, desiring to enjoy the fruits of the work, who is greedy, who is always envious, who is impure and moved by the joy and sorrow. This is exactly opposite to the mode of goodness, isn't it? Just now we read mode of goodness as we should be free from enviousness, and here the person is always envious and he should be free from joy or victory or failure. Here it is said joy and sorrow. He is moved by joy and sorrow. He is affected by joy and sorrow. That kind of person is told to be in the mode of passion. Now the duty is divided into mode of goodness is the person who is not attached to the work. Here it's the person who is attached to the work, result of the work. He is envious. He can do anything for obtaining it. He is moved or he is disturbed by the joy and sorrow. By hook or crook it is said, right? People do in the mode of passion by hook or crook. They want the enjoyment. They don't care for the results. They just do it. Now in the third thing, the worker who is always engaged in the work against the injunction of the scriptures. Very important. If scripture says you should not lie, he will do only his working business with lies. If the scripture says you should not perform violence, he will do violence only. Violence is, we already studied about violence and non-violence. Violence means it's not only just by killing somebody or hurting somebody. Manasa, vacha, karmana, by body, mind and words. We should not hurt anybody. This person is completely materialistic in the mode of ignorance. He is very obstinate. We call, right? He is very obstinate, means mondi. He will never listen to anybody. He can cheat also. He is expert in insulting others to prove his point. He is very lazy. He doesn't want to act hard, work hard according to the injunctions. He will never follow. He is kind of a person who procrastinates the work. You know procrastinating the work? Yes, Niyati? He will not do it immediately. He will take his own time, or he will avoid. He will say, okay, I will do it. I am working on it. I am looking into it. These are the ignorance qualities. Suppose in 1 hour one can finish a job, he will drag it to 1 year also. No enthusiasm. Complete mode of ignorance. Okay, now let's go to Arjuna telling to Krishna about different kinds of, now we did what? Knowledge. Second one was, what was the second one we did? Knowledge. Second one was what? Third, action. Yes, knowledge, action and duty. Action and duty, we separated it because always we don't do the actions according to the duty, and we don't know what is our real duty. So we separated it, Krishna separated it into two. Now Krishna is talking about understanding and determination according to the 3 modes of material nature. What kind of understanding a person will have in mode of goodness, passion and ignorance? What kind of determination? There is determination always for some any person other than in mode of ignorance, very much lazy and all, he will have some determination, but which side it is going, what it is doing, that Krishna will explain according to the modes of material nature. Krishna is saying to Arjuna that the understanding by which, understanding, we are writing about understanding and we are writing in the mode of goodness, understanding by which one knows what is ought to be done and what is not to be, ought not to be done. At least you should have an understanding. This is right and this is wrong. If you are not interested in that understanding, that means you are doomed. What is to be feared about and what is to be not feared about. You need not fear about what is going to be your reputation or identity in the eyes of others. You have to be feared about what you are doing is right or wrong. What is binding and what is liberating, very important. The understanding of your thought process, your actions, which can bind you to this material world or which can liberate you from this material existence. You should have that proper understanding. If one has these three kinds of understanding, subdivisioning goes to many. This particular theme, if it is subdivided, it can be understood in many ways. But in a summary, in a basic underline outline process, we understand that he should know what he has to do and what he has to not do. He should know for what he has to be feared and what he should not be feared, and he should know that which work or which, and he should have an understanding of which work can liberate him, which thoughts can liberate him, and which works can or thoughts can bind him. That is the understanding one has in the mode of goodness. Let's go to the mode of passion. The understanding, it will be opposite. The understanding which cannot distinguish between religion and irreligion. The topic of religion came again. Religion means what? Religion means that which connects us to the source of everything. And if we are not connected to the source, that means we are gone. Prabhupada one day was walking and then he sees a yellow dry grass and next to it immediately the green grass. He points out with his cane stick and he says, do you know why this grass is yellow here? And next to it the same grass, similar ground, similar light, everything, and next to it it is white, is green. Do you know? Or many people said many things like the maybe water did not reach it or the sunrise did not reach it, something. But Prabhupada said because its roots are not connected. When the roots are not connected, obviously the grass is not getting its nutrition. So when we are not connected to our roots of what we have to be, then we will do all the things what we should not be. Religion means that which connects us to our source of existence. We did not come out from Big Bang theory. No. Matter collided, spirit comes out. I should not use that word, but it's wrong theory. I mean, I was going to use very bad word, but I should not use. So it's crap. It's that. He should know what action to be performed, what action should not be performed. Understanding. But this person doesn't have this knowledge, doesn't have this understanding. In the previous one, he knows what he has to do and he knows, he has an understanding of what he has to do and what here he doesn't have an understanding of what he has to do and what he should not do. It is opposite. Coming to the point of ignorance, it's worst. The understanding which considers irreligion to be religion and religion to be irreligion. You're understanding? Mode of ignorance, people think, not only think, they understand, they act also in that way only. If Shastra says you should not lie, they lie left and right. If Shastra says you should not cheat, they say, what is it called? Darwin's theory. What existence? Struggle for existence, right? So they think that I have to do it this way, I will do it this way. I have to achieve this, for that I can do anything. This is because under the spell of illusion, under the spell of darkness, he's always in the wrong direction. Sometimes with some mercy, if he comes to good direction also, he will again go to bad direction, because he is completely in the mode of ignorance. Now we will come to the determination part. We did the understanding part, right? Now determination. Everything is really linked up, kids. Very much linked up. In your academic education like this, there is something which is sectionized. Means everything in that is linked to each other. Understanding is linked with determination, determination is linked with the knowledge, knowledge is linked with the actions, action is linked with the duty. Everything is linked. But sectionizing will help us understand better what kind of determination a person can have in mode of goodness. You can note it down. In the mode of goodness, the determination is unbreakable, and it is sustained with steadfastness by the yoga process. Yoga means not physical yoga. Nothing like that. Yoga means that which connects us to the supreme source. This we are talking about the spiritual yoga. This we are talking about the karma yoga. This we are talking about the jnana yoga. This we are talking about the dhyana yoga. This we are talking about the buddhi yoga. This we are talking about the bhakti yoga. This is real yoga. Part of it, in the dhyana yoga, there comes ashtanga yoga. Part of it is this breathing exercises, bodily exercises, and all those things. But real yogic practice is your actions to connect to the supreme source after you knowing your existence, after you knowing who you are. That kind of determination one will have in the mode of goodness. He can control the activities of the mind. He will not be servant of the mind, but he will control the activities of the mind. He will have a grip on the senses. When he knows it is not good to drink and drive, he will not fall for the allurations of his friends. Okay, it's okay, one peg is okay, if we drink, no, nothing will happen, we can have the control, let's drink and go on control. No, he will have the control on the senses before even he does something wrong. That is in the determination in the mode of goodness. There is another kind of determination in the mode of passion. What it is it holds fast, holds hard unto the fruitive results. Wherever passion is coming, kids, it's all about results. I have to achieve this results, fruitive results. In religion, in economic development, in sense gratification, and even in like dharma, artha, kama. You understand there are four things: dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. Moksha is very least considered. Moksha is considered only when you realize that you are soul. Dharma, artha, kama, left and right, people try to do their best endeavors and waste their whole human life to fit into this dharma, artha, and kama. Religion, economic development, and sense gratification. They don't know, first of all, what is religion. Economic development, you do or you don't do, it will go on in its normal pace, but you think you are the doer. And sense gratification, and number of lifetimes we have to be doing this sense gratification. So mode of passion is always result oriented, is always fruitive result oriented. And the determination in the mode of darkness is like which cannot go beyond dreaming, which will not go beyond fearfulness. If you are afraid of something, if you are too much afraid of something which is affecting your consciousness and your routine activities, that means you are affected by mode of ignorance. It can be worse to killing somebody, or it can be the other way of killing yourself. Very bad. If any thoughts, any understanding, any way of thinking comes to your mind, you have to work on it. Lamentation, moroseness, thoughts which are taking you away from your Satchidananda feature, determination. People who commit these suicides, people who commit these homicides, they are very, very determined kids. It's not easy to go through those that time. It needs lot of strength that is been unintelligent strength, not it's a foolish strength, but it is needed. Oh, if small cut happens, we are worrying for our body, we are leaving the body so easily. Foolish to get disturbed so much that you commit suicide. Foolish to get disturbed so much that you kill your... Recently the thing happened, right? The Massachusetts in something, the 17 years old boy killed his mother. You might know. Yeah, mother and brother in the house, and then he flee in the same car. And what is his consciousness? Mother who has taken care of you these 17 years, brother who has been your sibling since 14 years and you are growing up with him. So these things are disturbed state of mind. Mind is controlling you. You don't have proper understanding, you don't have proper knowledge, you don't have proper determination, you don't have proper anything. You are not proper because of your thoughts getting attracted towards Maya. Who will search on internet, how can I kill my mother and son? Who will do that? Nice. All teenagers only. This is very much affecting from 15 to 20, 25. In that time, it gets attracted because you are not under the shelter of anybody. You are in this transition stage of becoming independent from dependent. You think you are the kings and queens, princess and prince. You can do anything. You have to be always in the shelter and guidance of parents and elders. How can you be under the guidance of Krishna if you can't be under the guidance of your parents also? Lord it over nature. You don't have the proper understanding. That's why this all things happens. Prabhupada said, what are you making in these colleges? What are you making out of these poor souls in colleges? That you are the body? For your body you can do anything? If you can kill a cow, you can kill your mother. What's the big deal? Consciousness. Now we will discuss about happiness. I'm trying to wind up. We'll discuss about the happiness that is derived by a conditioned soul. 3 kinds of happiness again. In the mode of goodness, you are writing, right, Niyati? In the beginning, whatever looks like poison, but at the end, which is just like nectar, right? When you work hard for your exams also, it is very stressful. It's like, oh, why did I take this? But when you get the result, it's nectarian, right? In a good way, I'm telling. Yeah. So self-realization is also like that. First, it will be lot of disturbance. I'll give you an analogy. When you are going, suppose 2 months for vacation, what we will do? In the house, whatever has to be secured in whatever the places, so that it doesn't get dust onto it. Remembering what is dust, I hang my saris and blouses to the hangers and put it in the closet, right? But closet around, there is always a gap. Though we close, there is a gap. See, in your back side also, Nishita, there is closet, but there is a gap, right? When you close the door, there is a gap, there is an air passage. So if I don't use some saris regularly, the color of the sari where I hanged, because of the dust forming over there, will fade little bit, or there is something difference between the original inside color and outside color. So why I am saying that is, I don't know why I started that, but why saris thing come. Before saris, what I was speaking. Anyhow. Before saris and closet, I was speaking. Hey, Niyati, what you are writing? Tell me.
The mode of goodness.
What?
I just finished writing the thing you said before.
Like what?
Control activities before the
Oh, okay. That you are in the back. You did not come to happiness. Anyhow, so what we are trying to understand about the happiness. In the beginning, it may be like poison, but at the end, it will be just like nectar. Happiness is nectar, but who is in the mode of goodness will put proper endeavors towards proper side to get proper results. Success will follow. Material success follows the spiritual success. People think the other way. Let me get materially first nice and then I will do in my retirement age about spirituality. No. Material success follows the spiritual success. So what you have to focus more on your spiritual success. So the happiness which is there in the beginning, happiness is just like poison in the starting and just like poison, but at the end it will be like nectar. Awakening of self-realization. Still my mind is going to the, I will tell you analogy. Yeah. Girls, you are younger than me. You should remember before me. I told you that I will give you an example when you go for vacation outside, right? You have to remind me like that. Mataji, you told like that. Your memory is weak. My memory is good. I'm reading Bhagavad Gita every day. Okay. So, when you go for vacation, you will save the things in a proper places where that things won't get dusty till 2 months when you don't use them. On the sofas you put, in movies you see most of the times, right? It is covered with white sheets on it, especially which you don't want to see it deteriorated or spoiled after coming from the vacation. 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, whatever it is, right? But when you come back after 6 months, come back after 1 year, and when you see the house looks so clean and neat, of course on that white sheets there will be some dust, but it looks like neat, right? When you go inside the house and take out those white sheets, then you see the dust coming up. When you try to, what is it called? You do like this, right? What is it called? When you brush that dust out by doing like this, you will see the dust coming out of everywhere. When we try to get cleansed, kids, when we try to follow this path of self-realization, in the starting we may see lot of dust, lot of impurities in us. Krishna, I have been eating meat since long, so much sin I performed. Oh, Krishna, how many times I have lied in my life for no reason. It was not a big reason also to lie. Just to say like, oh, did you eat your lunch? Yes, because if I say no, mom will bother me. Do you own this car? Maybe you don't own that car, but yeah, it's my car. Or whatever it is, just like that. It was not needed, but still you might have lied. So how many times I lied? So when you try to clean up this dusty shelter of yours or home of yours, then you will see lot of dust. Before that, the dust is nicely sitting over. You're understanding the analogy? The dust is nicely sitting. You are not realizing much that there is dust. When you try to clean up, the dust will come. But it's okay. Tie a mask and then do it. Because once it is clean, you will not have the problem of dust in your mind at all. So try to clean through the knowledge of the Bhagavad Gita this all dust. Bhagavad Gita is your knowledge. Bhagavad Gita is your mask. Bhagavad Gita is your shelter. Let it get off. Let it get off. Maybe you will see once you broom fully, you will see more and more dust. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Krishna is equal to everybody. Krishna is equal to thief also. Krishna is equal to the person who is getting stealed also. Krishna doesn't judge you. Oh, Mataji, Krishna doesn't judge you, then I should not make any endeavor. Yeah, you don't make an endeavor. You stay here only in the material world, always Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi, binded to this material world and always problems only. No endeavor. What is the use of higher intelligence? You have to make an endeavor. Okay, coming back, we have only 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Okay, anyhow. The next is happiness, which is derived in contact of senses with their objects, and which appear to be nectar in the starting, but they are ending up with poison. We studied in Bhagavad Gita. Dhyayato vishayan punsaha sangasteshu upajayate sangat sanjayate kama kama krodha bijayate krodha bhavati sammoha sammoha smriti vibhramaha smriti bhramshat buddhi nasho pranashyati. I know it is Latin, it is Persian for you all, but the meaning, but the essence, what I am relishing, and I'll explain you, is we discussed about it. Contemplation, right? You see something, window shopping, you like it, you want it. When you can't get it, you will get into anger. First, contemplation, then desire to have it. That desire increasing to lust. Anything to enjoy separately from Krishna is lust. And when that lust is not satisfied, then you will go into anger mode. When anger is there, buddhi nasho, your intelligence will go. When intelligence is gone, then everything is gone. Everything is gone. You will not be able to do what you want to do. Okay, let's go to the happiness derived in the mode of ignorance. That's worst. And the happiness which is blind to self-realization. I don't want to know who I am. Ignorance is bliss for me. I don't want to know. If I know who I am, I have to do all this process. So it's better I don't want to know who I am. Blindness. Happiness which is blind to self-realization, which is delusion from the beginning to end. Their life starts with delusion, their life ends with delusion. No purpose served of this human life. Don't sleep too much. I know you don't even get time to sleep, but sleeping too much lazy behavior is the signs of ignorance. Be active. What is that word? I'm not getting, but always be active, spontaneous. Take enough rest, what is needed, so that the body can rejuvenate. But after that, no need to rest. For the person who is in the mode of passion, it might be some ephemeral happiness. But here, from starting to ending, it is only distress in the mode of ignorance. There is no happiness. He is finding happiness in the distress. And he doesn't even know about it. The camel, it feeds itself on the cactus. It has all the thorns. And it takes in the mouth. It's nicely chewing the camel. And what happens? The thorns of the cactus plant prick its tongue. And the blood comes out of his tongue. And it enjoys the taste of the blood. And it thinks that the taste is coming from the cactus. That's what is the stupidity. Did you understand the analogy, Niyati? Onte, camel, desert lo untadi. దానికి మంచి పచ్చిగడ్డి ఎవడయ్యాడు అక్కడ ఉండనే ఉండదు. You understand Telugu? Okay. It goes and it eats that cactus, and then it chews with his teeth that cactus. While chewing, its tongue is under that thorns, and blood comes out of that tongue, and it stupidly thinks that that's the taste of that cactus, while it's harming itself by that cactus. So in the mode of ignorance, people stupidly think that whatever they are doing is their enjoyment. Nobody, Krishna says, nobody in this material world, including demigods, including any higher planetary system, are free from the three modes of material nature. Only a devotee who understands in depth the principles of who we are and how we have to act can get out of this illusion. We have to keep on endeavoring. What is the result of this endeavor is our desire to get connected to Krishna, reconnected to Krishna, going back to Krishna increases. And when our desire dominates everything, our actions will follow that desire. My only goal right now is to become the president. You work on it, you work on it, you work on it, you work on it, you work on it. At the age of 50, 55, you will become the president. Determination. So when we want to know who we are and we have a strong desire and determination to get back to our eternal position of being servant of Krishna, how can you be servant of Krishna when you can't be servant of your mother or father? Servant in the sense listening, serving. That's what it is. I meant it doesn't mean slavery. Peacefulness, self-control, austerity, purity, tolerance, honesty, knowledge, real knowledge, wisdom, religiousness. These are the natural qualities of one who is self-realized. He will be austere in his activities. He will be self-controlled in his activities. He will be pure. He will be chaste. He will be tolerant. He will be honest to himself, to others, to Krishna. And added things will come: heroism, power, determination, courage, which now Arjuna is seemingly lacking for all of us. With this knowledge, Arjuna will be bestowed with all this mercy. Krishna consciousness is susukam kartum avyayam. These all things Krishna is explaining to Arjuna. There is no, Krishna says that please follow me. Please follow me. There is no loss. Krishna says this knowledge is very, very secretive. The confidential knowledge may not be ever explained to those who are not austere, not devoted, not enthusiastic to listen. There is small desire somewhere, Niyati and Nishita, in your hearts, that which is carried by Ajnata Sukruti or previous lifetimes, that you want to hear Bhagavad Gita. Niyati might say, Mataji, you are mistaken. I don't have any desire to hear Bhagavad Gita. This is all desire of my mom. Nobody else in this house. I'm just kidding. But what I'm saying is there is something that is the reason you are able to sit here. Or else it won't happen. I have seen students, maybe more than 100 students in my this 17 years of lifetime. I have seen 10% of the students who are very strict. No, I'm not getting anything out of it. I'm not seeing it as practically anyway useful to me. I don't want to go to the class. They have a lot of ugra karma. If you are able to sit here for 22 classes with me, that means you have somewhere this faith and somewhere this desire to know who you are and how to act on the basis of who you are. This is most confidential knowledge. It was never explained by Krishna to anybody. See, if you go to Christianism, what do they say? Jesus is Son of God. If you go to the Sikhism, it is said that messenger of the God. In something else, it is this of the God, that of the God. Here it says Bhagavan Uvacha, means the Supreme Personality of the Godhead speaks. Bhagavan, authorized. And he is saying, this was never explained, this will be never explained to anybody. This is explained to you because you are austere, you are devoted, you are engaged always in my service. And you are non-envious of me. Before also Krishna mentioned enviousness about you. Because you are non-envious of me, I am explaining you this knowledge. Ya idam paramam guhyam madbhakteshu abhijayate bhaktam mayi param kritva mame vaishyasi asamshayaha. What is Krishna saying? For one who explains this supreme secret to the devotees, pure devotional service is guaranteed. And at the end, he will come back to me. You cannot become dead seagulls. This knowledge should help you mold your lives according to the dharma. This knowledge should enthuse you to share this knowledge with others. And when you do that, you will be in track and you will be helping others to be coming to the track. And this feature is what Krishna is asking us to have, and he is expecting so that we can all go back to Krishna. न च तस्मान् मनुष्येषु कश्चिन्मे प्रियकृत्तमा भविता न च मे तस्मात् अन्यः प्रियतरो भुवि. Taro bhuvi, in all this world there is no other servant more dear to me, nor will be there in future like one who shares this supreme secretive knowledge to everybody. And I declare, Krishna says, I declare that he who studies this sacred conversation of ours worships me by his intelligence. Krishna is saying, don't do it blindly. What is the reason why we are sitting here for 22 classes? Is to give you some knowledge, to give you some intelligence. Don't get it covered again by Maya. Mayaya apahrita jnanam. Don't get this supreme intelligence covered by Maya. Mayaya apahrita. Apahrita means stolen. The intelligence that is stolen by Maya, it is called. Don't allow the Maya to. And Krishna says, whoever hears this conversation between me and you and tries to understand, and then he will worship me in his intelligence. Worshipping means, again, it's not ritualistic worship. Worship means following what Krishna says. And one who listens with faith and without envy. Hopefully we all listen with faith, right? We have some faith. That's the reason we are listening. If there is no faith, we won't sit here. And without envy. Niyati, you are envious of Krishna? No, right? So without envy. Becomes free from all kinds of sinful reactions. Oh, Mataji, I did not do any sins. Oh, you don't know. You don't know. You don't know. Maybe in this life, maybe in previous life, maybe since a number of lifetimes. And attains the auspicious planets where the pious people dwell. Krishna is saying to Arjuna as Dhananjaya, O conqueror of the wealth, have you heard this with an attentive mind? And is your ignorance and illusion now dispelled? So compassionate, right? He's asking, are you okay? Then Arjuna says, my dear king, my dear Krishna, O infallible one, now my illusion is gone. I have regained my memory by your mercy. That means our eternal memory is always Krishna conscious. I have regained my memory by your mercy. I am now firm and free from doubt. And I am prepared to act according to your instructions. All this time, 700 verses. Arjuna asking, Krishna explaining, Arjuna asking, Krishna explaining. Never he said that, now I will act according to your instruction. Now he is saying, my illusion is clear. Because that was his first thing, right? I am completely bewildered. I am fully occupied by ignorance. I have an illusion. Now I am a soul surrendered unto me. Please guide me. And after Krishna's such full instructions, here it is been said that, it is been said by Arjuna that he is now free of his illusion. And he says, with your mercy, I am free from doubt. He addressed Krishna many times as Madhusudana, Keshi Sudana, right? Means you have killed the demons like Madhu and Keshi. Can you please kill the demons of my ignorance and improper desires? Now I am ready to act according to your instructions. Now who started the whole conversation? Sanjaya, right? Dhritarashtra and Sanjaya is speaking, right? So it ends, the whole narration ends with Sanjaya saying. What does Sanjaya say? Now Arjuna told, that part is done. Arjuna Krishna part is done. Arjuna said, now I have got dispelled with my ignorance. Now I am okay. Now I can act on your instructions. Now Sanjaya is speaking. Sanjaya is saying, thus I have heard this conversation. Like, thus we have heard this conversation. Thus I have heard this conversation between two great souls, Krishna and Arjuna. And so wonderful is that message that my hair is standing on its end. Arjuna said that, right? 2 times Arjuna said. One time he said because he was completely bewildered by the ignorance, bewildered by his misplaced compassion for his kith and kin. And second time he did that during the Vishwarupa Sandarshanam, right? When universal form was shown, his hair was standing. Now Sanjaya is saying, after hearing all this, my hair is standing on its head. Sanjaya, very good devotee. Else why would he get the opportunity like Arjuna to see and hear directly from Krishna? Yes? Some more time, kids. Keep yourself going. Now it is concluded that wherever there is Krishna and Arjuna, there is victory. By the mercy of Vyasadeva, Sanjaya is glorifying his spiritual master now, because of his mercy only, because of his spiritual master's mercy only, he is able to deliver the message of Krishna to Dhritarashtra and us all. By the mercy of Vyasadeva, you have to be very, very grateful to your teachers, especially spiritual knowledge, whoever is giving, eternally indebted for lifetime. Your gratefulness is not just by giving money or just by thanking them with the mouth. That eternal indebtedness should be there, whoever is endeavoring to give you what you are. When Prabhupada came to this country, the airport official said that, why are you here? He did not say that, oh, I am coming here to give you Divya Gyan, oh, I am coming here to transform you, though that was the purpose. But he said that, I came here to remind you of what you have forgotten. That means the connection is there, the knowledge is there. Like that, I am an instrument. I'm not Prabhupada, like great as Prabhupada, pure as Prabhupada, but I tried my best. So now here, Sanjaya is glorifying his spiritual master. By the mercy of Vyasadeva, I have heard these most confidential talks directly from the master of all mysticism. Krishna is called Yogishvara. He is the master of the mystics, Yogishvara. I have heard this from the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, because of the mercy of the Vyasadeva. He did not say, because of my qualification I got this, so I heard it. No, because of the mercy of my spiritual master, I got to know this valuable understanding. Krishna was speaking personally to Arjuna, not to Sanjaya, but Sanjaya got this opportunity. Now he's talking to Dhritarashtra. O king, I repeatedly recall, okay, we have to do this. I repeatedly recall this wondrous and holy, Holy, holy dialogues between Krishna and Arjuna. I take pleasure being thrilled at every moment. Sanjaya might have also been sleepy. Sanjaya might have also been hungry. Sanjaya might have also been affected by the senses, but he had the determination. He had the mercy of his spiritual master. Every moment I want to recall this wondrous discussion, dialogue delivery between Krishna and Arjuna. I remember that wonderful form of Supreme Lord Krishna. I'm stuck with wonder more and more now. And I rejoice it again and again when I remember. How many things to remember, kids? How nicely Krishna addresses Arjuna, how nicely Arjuna addresses Krishna, how nicely Arjuna surrenders to Krishna, how nicely Krishna instructs Arjuna, how much love and care. Again and again and again and again and again. In this way and in this way and in this way and in this way. And final verse of Bhagavad Gita. Yatra yogishvaro Krishno, yatra yogishvara Krishno, yatra partho dhanurdaraha, tatra shrir vijayo bhutir, dhruvanitir matir mamaha. Very important verse. It is declaration. Wherever there is Krishna, listen carefully. Niyati. Wherever there is Krishna, the master of all mystics, Yogishvara, right? Yogishvara we discussed. And wherever there is Arjuna, the supreme archer, Dhananjaya, Dhanurdharaha. Dhananjaya means acquirer of the wealth. Both are his names only. Dhanurdhara means very good with archery, supreme archer. So wherever there is Krishna, the master of the mystics, and wherever there is Arjuna, the supreme archer, there will be certainly opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality. Wow. What and all he said? Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, wherever Krishna is there. Yatra Partha Dhanurdhara, wherever Arjuna is there. Tatra, there. Shri. Shri means, we always call, right? Shri Lakshmi Devi, Shri this, Shri that, Shri. Shri means what? Opulence. There will be opulence, real opulence. Don't strive for this material opulence. It's going to go waste, kids. Please don't put too much endeavors on that. Put how much ever you can. Don't extend yourself. Don't go out of your comfort zone for material things. Okay. So there is supreme, there is opulence, and then what is the next one? It is mentioned Vijayo, victory. Yes. And then what is mentioned? Bhutir, extraordinary power. Dhruva, determination or intelligence. Nitir, morality. Matir mama, that is my opinion. Sanjay is saying, after hearing everything, that this is my opinion. So we have to read Bhagavad Gita. We have to understand Bhagavad Gita. We have to act on the principles of Bhagavad Gita. Slowly, slowly. Overnight we will not become yogis. That's the reason. Bhagavad Gita, Kinchidadita, Ganga Jalalava, Kanika Pita, Sakridapi Sumurari Archa, Kriyate Tasya, Yamena Na Charcha. Every day little Bhagavad Gita. What is the problem? In your school, Niyati, if it is said that if you don't read Bhagavad Gita, you are not allowed to write your exams. Every day you have to read 15 minutes Bhagavad Gita. You will read, right? You will read. 100% you will read. My daughter was giving reading logs when she was in 3rd grade. 3rd grade was her last school. So in 3rd grade, I know after that she did schooling, but not in the school. During 3rd grade, 2nd grade, she was giving reading logs from 1st grade only. Since then she was writing, I read Krishna book, I read Science of Self-Realization, I read Ishopanishad, I read this, in this page to this page, this page to this page. She started with Srimad Bhagavatam, and then she put the chapter name and canto name and the reference from where the teachers can know if they want to know. And teachers were inquisitive. 1st grade was, it's okay, small storybooks of Krishna. They thought that, okay, their parents want to learn them about their religion or something. In the 2nd grade, the teachers were really inquisitive. The teacher wrote a note to me saying that this is not to complain, but it is more to understand what your daughter is reading. The names are so wonderful. Science of self-realization. It's a science. Krishna came to this material world is not mythology. Krishna came to this material world is history. Science. The 5 principal subject matters discussed in Bhagavad Gita is very, very important. I told you in the starting of the Bhagavad Gita also. Ishvara, Supreme Personality of the Godhead. Jiva, we the living entities. Prakriti, the material nature. Karma, the activities what we do. Or 4th one is Kala. Kala means time. And the Karma, last one is the activities what we do. These 5 important subject matters have been spoken in Bhagavad Gita. Out of these 5, 4 cannot be changed. No, we cannot change anything. Ishvara, he is supreme always, living entity always bewildered. 3rd one is Prakriti, material nature. It's created by Krishna. What you can do about that? And Kala, he says he is time himself. You cannot change anything about time. And what you can change is karma. It's in your hands what kind of activities you do, what kind of karma you collect, what kind of karma you deplete, what is the bank deposit, what is the bank withdrawal. It's all in your hands. Pious work, impious work, devotional work. Don't get attached to pious or impious. Go attached to the devotional work. Okay? It was good. Bhagavad Gita was good. Okay. Yeah. We are forgetting our original identity or position of being a spirit soul as we are conditioned in this material body. That's why the word Dehi is important. Dehi means we are embodied. We are just an atomic particle of the Supreme Spirit. Krishna is compared to the sun, and the living entities are compared to the sunshine. We are in the marginal energy of Krishna. We have the chance of either to connecting to the higher or lower. So it is our free will choice which one we have to get connected to. We have the tendency to contact, and we have to contact either with the material energy or the spiritual energy. Material energy will take us down, spiritual energy will take us up. Krishna is the all attractive. So let's get attracted to Krishna. That's the best. Okay, so we will end here. Thus ends the Bhakti Vedanta purports to the 18th chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita in the matter of conclusion, the perfection of renunciation. Very important. Okay, kids, I will stop the recording.